Alright, this video is going to be about the Kellogg's breakfast tomato, which is an heirloom tomato, so you can save the seeds from it. I believe it originated some in West Virginia, and there was a farmer in Michigan that maybe kept the process going, and that's who it's named after. It is a large tomato, beefsteak tomato. It can easily get to 2 pounds. Well, definitely gonna get to 1 pound. You could definitely push it in a 2 pound area. It's gonna be less acidic than your red tomatoes. It's gonna be a little bit sweeter than your red tomatoes. It does actually do really well for hybrid. It has really good production. But the biggest, I say, disadvantage or con to the Kellogg's breakfast is, especially if you pick it right, completely ripe off the plant, it has an awful shelf life. It really does. It breaks down extremely fast. It gets, due to all of its cracks and crevices, it seems to want to split at the top, and it wants to rot and mold at the top pretty quickly. So not a good shelf life if you pick it fully ripe. And when it gets fully ripe, the birds do seem to like to peck it more than some of the other tomatoes. I have two here that I think are a great contrast of size. So we got this big boy here, got a little green on top. He looked excellent yesterday. He's already got a little soft spot on him. These things break down so fast when they're large. It's one of the really disadvantage of this plant, in my opinion. So let's see what this one weighs. That's 25 ounces, so that's a little over a pound and a half. And we got this small guy, so I'm going to cut open. And actually, there's a little mark in it right there, probably from a bird peck. 7 ounces. Most of these are going to be like 1 to 2 pounds. This is kind of a normally like small one. This is my first year growing it. This is replacing, I believe it was the Dad Sunset tomato. I think Dad's Sun. It was also an heirloom orange tomato, but more of the round globe style tomato. It was okay. It just didn't have the best production, and so I want to try something else. And Kellogg's Breakfast, I definitely think is a better producer. It's a great producing orange heirloom. Just the shelf life is really the issue. This is one of the tomato varieties I'd probably recommend maybe picking with a little bit of green on top. Orange at the bottom. Once you get to this top area, a little bit of green would be okay to try to improve that shelf life. Cracking doesn't seem to be too bad, or tomato splitting. We definitely have some tomato splitting weather this year. This one has a little bit. This is a very large one. Like I said, if you pick this probably a little bit earlier, you'd have a way better shelf life compared to these lemon boys, which I did a video about, which have a much better shelf life. They don't split or crack, but these are also a hybrid versus the Kellogg's is open pollinated. So let's kind of cut one of these open. Of course, unlike your lemon boy, which is more like a slicer tomato, you can get perfect slices out of it, versus when you get these old suckers like this, that are shaping, you're not really going to. So let's kind of cut off that top. You can kind of see nice orange color, very juicy tomato. Let's get some color contrast here. So let's compare this to a lemon boy, which is a yellow, versus the Kellogg's. You can kind of see the lemon boy, which is yellow, almost has more of a white color to it, especially in the center, versus a Kellogg's Breakfast is very orange and rich. Taste-wise, they're okay. They're definitely, I would consider, low to mid acid. A little bit of sweetness over a mild flavor. Definitely not an intense tomato at all. If you're looking for lower acid tomatoes, stick to like your orange and your yellows. Get away from your red tomatoes. They also tend to be more milder as well. This would be good for be good in salsas. Good color contrast, mix with some like yellow, orange, red, maybe some green tomatoes. You can make some pretty salsa with it. I make pasta sauces with it. Do it in all sorts of types of cooking, and you can use it on sandwiches too. It's just not going to be the best slicer due to its uneven kind of size, the way that it grows. Anyway, Kellogg's Breakfast Tomato, I'll put a description in the video where I got the seeds from. Generally, if I get heirloom seeds, I generally get them for Baker Creek I think their website's like rareseeds.com. Of course, pretty much everyone who gardens knows what this company is. They're like probably like the largest seed seller there is of heirloom seeds. They have like the best catalogs out there. Anyway, till next time, I hope y'all have a good day. And yeah, y'all have a great day.